couple more items, very hard to deal with, lots of CC. And looks like Chama did actually get that buff back.
Yep, the Hesku gets it, and unfortunately, they still get the freeze. Fabian to be trapped by the wall. Fist Crab being used. Aran jumps on the
Team Liquid is on track to recreate their victory.
And ATM, yes, the fish crack still ends up going down to Yehescu. Fabian eating up all the damage. The Curse of Blood connects, but the damage is not there. Team Liquid ID just ease all of it up.
Belt build, I know Ray Ash has been promoting it a little bit himself, and a lot of pub players have been starting to play either attack speed Badang or tank Badang in the EXP lane. The Granger can actually do pretty okay in lane since it is up against a Claude. Claude's laning phase is still a little bit lacking overall comparatively. And then besides that, I'm kind of curious how Badang will actually match up against Lucas. That is a matchup I haven't actually seen too much of yet, so I can't really say who has EXP lane priority in particular, because that'll actually determine quite a lot how the early game goes. Because if Aran gets to join invades with the Matilda Alpha, yeah, Chama doesn't get to play the game.
See, I mean, Aran did help out Fabian early. So junglers, they get almost a similar start, although for Fabian, he's going to do a full clear on the top side. You can see a potential invade coming in from TLID. Tai does see that happening, so knows where Fabian's going to have to work to plan it out, but with Aran showing up, this could be revitalized out from the Carmilla. So much damage in this early game. Not just from the Lucas, but also from Witty and Yehescu. They still want to chase onto the Carmilla and blast him out. First blood for Yehescu, and Witty is going to get him out of the way with the guiding winds.
Somehow forcing out Revitalize and then still taking down Carmilla at level 1. Team Liquid ID shows that anything is possible, and that's with tenacity, by the way. If you look at the emblem set for Tai, he was supposed to be a little bit tankier too. So it's just, you would never expect that to happen. Team Flash needs to respect the early game potential of Team Liquid a little bit more. I get that Tai wants to provide vision, because you gotta keep track of Fabian in this game when he has Witty around. But losing your life that early on is not a good start.
Definitely not. Fight is going to continue mid-size. Speaking about Tai, once more it's going to be gone on. Jamal with the Ogi Shadow kill, not able to collect any kill. Fabian walks away. And we talk about the Matilda damage. The Soul Bloom does hurt. So both Cray and Tai will be forced into the red and retreat once more.
Probably still one of the best case scenarios Team Flash could have asked for there. They managed to keep Tai and Cray's passive alive. They actually almost bursted down Fabian as well. So Chama hasn't been affected too much in terms of farm speed yet, but they will end up losing priority over the turtle for this.
So, Team Liquid ID slowly and steadily building up that lead. Definitely not like game 1 where they were just straight up running over Team Flash KH at, from the first minute onwards. But we did see Aran proxy that wave on the top side already. Witty is going to bring in his teammates, Fabian to follow him. Tai will be forced to back off. But now is the scenario that you described. Chama, how are you going to keep jungling when you have this oppression from Team Liquid ID?
Looks like the guiding winds actually ends up pulling Fabian out. Chama is going to have to end up dragging multiple team members over just to make sure he doesn't get disrupted from farming too much. He is actually still even in level with Fabian, though maybe a bit behind in EXP. The Curse of Blood didn't quite manage to land because of the guiding wind as well. So Team Liquid still playing a very fast game that intends to hit hard as well. And it does look like Aran is winning out in that EXP lane. He seems to be having more freedom to roam the map comparatively to ATM. So that's also not the best sign for Team Flash.
Definitely not. The run, he's just going to keep neutralizing the wave. Wait for it to build up to a second cannon and then hard shove it. In Liquid ID, they have Fabian and Witty in the vicinity as well. Not the I mean, ATM is not the easiest to gank, but it's all about being able to move around the map first. And Aran stacking a double wave and Witty being around, you always have that agency to move first.
And looks like we have confirmation that ATM is going for the Thunderbelt build on Badan. He just completed it. So I'm very excited to see this particular build because it can be quite oppressive once he's got a couple more items. Very hard to deal with, lots of CC. And looks like Chama did actually get that buff back.
Yep, the Hesku gets it, and unfortunately, they still get the freeze. Fabian to be trapped by the wall. Fist Crab being used. Aran jumps on the crate. That's the passive out. Aran now will have to look for a way out. Witty should be able to escort him. Still in the face of 3 members of Team Flash KH without your HQ. They gotta try and draw it out a little bit. Shadow Kill being dispersed. Fabian's bit of Alpha times it well at the end. The Shurike's not in range as Aran finds the back line. This time on the Shema, he was waiting at the quad shadows. With the help of Witty, Aran will find the kill. ATM shows up. Witty, can he pull Aran away? That's the flicker used by the Lucas to start it off. With Aran jumps back in, gets pulled out to safety. And just a juggling from Team Liquid ID done in perfect synergy.
It is actually perfect synergy what we are seeing here. The way that this Lucas is being played around with the Matilda, that was cinema. Absolute cinema. It is peak. There is literally no other way to describe it. That was perfectly played, perfectly juggled in terms of aggro. Team Flash actually started the fight really, really well. That was an excellent fist crack into fist break combo that managed to take out Yehezkiel very early on. But then Team Liquid just kept going. Aran had so much sustain on that Lucas, and I can see why he is going for the War Axe build instead of Thunderbelt. So he's looking to brawl.
He's looking to constantly fight. You want to stack the Thunderbelt? How about I fight you? Still, Liquid ID with a close to 3k goal advantage. Witty just got the splash of the Oasis. Only complicates matters for Team Flash KH. ATM will be found out. But as always, this in and out, I think we haven't got to see this combo between Lucas and Matilda until now. But Flash Tap plus Guiding Wind is just so much in and out potential.
I'll just say right now, Lucas with almost any like supporting utility roamer is actually kind of oppressive. I have played against a Lucas Angela. You just never kill him. He's just always going to be there, especially in Sacred Beast form. The amount he heals, the amount of shield he gets, you actually have to respect it somewhat. And I'm kind of surprised I don't see more teams going in that direction. But for now, the consolation for Team Flash is they're actually not as far behind as they were in game number 1. Goal lead is still 3k though.
Tai, he definitely did not expect that damage for Fabian, who just casually gets a double kill. So 3 dead for Team Flash KH, Aeonzo, Rondos, but the timing from Witty's circling ego just nice, allowing Fabian to get a triple kill. Shema wants to get Witty, the Shurikens will confirm it, but 4 for the price of 1.
It's still very worth it for Witty. He was tanking the tower so that Fabian could dive in and get a free kill on Aeonzo, as well as a free turtle. And I like the moment that I say Team Flash is not as behind as they were in game number 1. Oh, they almost get team wiped by Team Liquid ID. We are getting into the mid game now. 5k gold lead. Team Liquid should be all completing their second item, reaching around their third. And that is when they can really just run down Team Flash. The snowball is already in store for both Aran and Fabian. Aaron Shiki still hasn't been disrupted in the gold lane at all either. A full level ahead of Aeonzo. Team Liquid is on track to recreate their victory.
And ATM, there's the fish crack, still ends up going down to Yehezkiel. Fabian eating up all the damage. The Curse of Blood connects, but the damage is not there. Team Liquid ID just ease all of it up as Arana hops to the back line, takes out one, and another double kill for Fabian. Team Liquid ID have finally stepped on the gas, and they are not stopping.
They're not stopping, alright. That mid-tier 2 should fall as well, unless Aeonzo is able to clear the minion waves, but he's all by himself, so it would be very risky to try and walk up. That's going to be all the mid towers gone. Map blown wide open for Team Liquid. 9k lead in 8 minutes, once again surpassing the 1k gold advantage per minute record that would ordinarily consider a game lost.
Absolutely. Let's see if another miracle happens. We've seen glimpses of it in game 1. Not that it amounted too much, but how this has accelerated at such a fast pace. 10k goalie. Somehow Liquid ID has been able to repeat what they achieved in game 1 in such a short period of time. And yeah, Fabian, he can do that. Curse of Blood connects though. Now the damage really is going to start to hurt. Aaron, Shiki, and Witty both get blown up. That's the fist crack. Fabian fights it out and still claims a kill before he goes down. Triple kill for Aeonzo.
The fact that Fabian still gets a kill there is ridiculous, but Team Flash were able to actually punish Team Liquid there, and that was actually very well played. Fabian tried to go for the cheeky Spear of Alpha, wasn't able to connect. hoped that he would get pulled out by the guiding winds, but ATM came at the perfect time, caught 2 members, Aaron and Witty, inside the fist crack, which meant that there was no guiding winds for Fabian to use. Aaron Shiki was taken out, and now they're pushing in.
Then also a 4K goal swing. So Team Liquid ID just lost 4K worth of stocks because of that. On the shutdown goal. Team FLKH able to walk out to the map, a bit further up to the map, finally. But they're still not out of the woods just yet, right? Aaron Shiki, yep, he did go down, so it's no longer deathless. But at the end of the day, he is still a Claude. That late game is still going to hurt.
Yeah, he is. We've already seen that Claude is capable of dishing out some pretty ridiculous damage as long as he is ahead. And Aaron Shiki is definitely ahead. Ooh, they're pulling Aaron in.
Yeah, Shima, the Quad Shadow is just being tracked by the Circling Eagle. Lord goes over to TLID as the fight splits up, but it ends in an instant. 2 down for Team FLKH.
Shima almost got Witty, but doesn't have the Sky Piercer stacks to be able to land that final blow. And because Witty dashed back into Team Liquid, Shima had no way of escape. There was no support to get him out. He just got picked off right there. Another Lord going over to Team Liquid ID. That's going to be the Malefic Gun now, completed by Aaron Shiki. This is where most marksmen really come online. Team Flash only have the Holy Defense on 2 lanes as well.
The wave synced up by TLID. So you have all 3 waves crashing in. This is just Lord number 1. So for Team FLKH, they can defend this. The game is going to extend a bit longer. But we know TLID, they are not the ones to wait around. Almost a 9k goal lead. Just with a bit of an action. Witty, 2-man knock up. That's Fabian catching 3 people into a blazing duel. Aaron Shiki, he's just going to run down most of the members. 2 dead for Team FLKH, and Witty keeps all of them alive. The Lord does go down, but only 3 members of Team FLKH left alive.
Happened so quickly that Shima couldn't even build up stacks for the Ogi Shadow kill. His ult barely did any damage, and Fabian now tanking DPS so that the rest of Team Liquid can get the mid inhibitor. And there's still waves pushing on both side lanes. Team Liquid's gonna be looking for more.
Should be able to get the top inhibitor. And Team FLKH, usually there's nothing that they could do. TLID, not done just yet. They want the bottom one. There is a cannon minion. They can definitely do that. Circling Eagle knocking on the 2. Aran unleashes the beast. They get ATM knocked up. The fist crack into a Frigid Glacier. It's just not enough. Too much damage from Aaron Shiki. Fighting Chamai, forcing the shadow kill out as Aran hops to the back. He goes down, but so does Team FLKH. TLID trades 1 life for the entire series. It's 2-0 for TLID.
A slightly slower game than previously, but Team Liquid, when they come online, they come online. This power spike timing is very clear and very obvious, and that was a nice trick right there, sir.